They're invisible streams of energy, imperceptible to the naked eye and undetectable by conventional tools. KT, a channeler connected to the Lyran light beings, received a vision revealing how these subtle green energy beams shift and flow. These beams can be harnessed to anticipate movements in the financial markets, offering a level of risk reduction previously unimaginable. The precision of this method is unmatched. Let's welcome KT, the light being channeler, to guide us in applying this insight to the ES futures market.
Hello, welcome friends and traders. Today we are going to draw up this phenomena. We call that green beam forecast. Now these green beams, as you can see here, they show up at different times every day. This is the day boundary for the futures market, as we know. So sometimes they show up here, sometimes they show up here. So there is no fixed structure which follows this. So what are we going to do is look at this chart, and we are going to use the bar which is exposed at this time. Now this can be on any minute chart, but we'd love to use 10-minute chart because there are 9 cycles and then we wrap around to the new beginning. So 10 is 1, and this is a circle of 1, a circle of 10, circle of 100. They are all 1, 1 and 1, which is 3 in itself, because if we add 3 ones together, they come to number 3. So 111 is a angelic number. I think it's angelic number. Can also be thought of as angels, as angles. Angels are also angles. All right. What we're going to do, we're going to take this location where we have this bar on this green line. I'm going to use the low of that bar for projecting the angels, the angles moving forward. And what we have is, when market is moving like this, we have this pivot, and this energy is also sitting here to move the market down. We are not after that as a timing tool. We are here as a forecasting angel, as angles tool, and there it is. Let's do it for last 2 days and see if the angels are active. Now this day has no angle for us to use. Let's analyze this structure. Remember, there are red, green and yellow lines. We can also see how we can forecast the other areas, the beams of the future, the angels of the future, the angles of the future as well. So we can also use these 2 lines. We can use any of these lines just to get you started in your research. So we are going to use, remember, we are trying to create an angle. There's so many pivots. This has nothing to do with pivot. This is no pivot in any sense of technical analysis. I'm going to beam it from here. And what do I get? I get this projected low, and there's a line of energy which is also coming in. It takes off. So from high, we're going to use the angle. These are natural angles, which you will not find anywhere else, unfortunately, which we are going to use. I'm going to beam it forward as well. This is the high of this bar and low of this bar. I'm creating this angle. when market has crushed down, where it is trying to come up to the angel. This is how if you do it properly, angels, it hits to the tick. So my friends, just wanted to show this second pattern. Now let's go back in time, and this is the bar. It can come at different times. So if I take this projection from this, we can see very nicely, if you do it properly, from the low, we are projecting the up movement possibility from the low, and we're touching, curve fitting this pivot high, and it reveals the pivot in the next visitation. From the same low, we're going to move this beam again. Now we want to use those pivots based on our 369 pivot rules. Good pivot is a pivot which has the big bar. Based on this 10-minute chart, that is a big bar. This is a good pivot because there's a big bar here. So we can use this, and it's gonna go on the top. Then we're gonna look for this second good pivot, which is right here. It has a swing, and this is a good swing. There are so many bars here. This is a good starting swing, and this has 3 big bars. So we beam it from there, and we pick the precise top again. Let's do one last one. From this green, we're gonna take this beam. Why this beam? Because we had a huge bar, a 30-point bar. We beam it forward, and we get to the tick accuracies hours in advance. This is a second angel. Now you can see how accurate these things are rotating, and this is only possible if you know these beams, which are shifting dynamically. The energy has been captured. It has been projected forward based on fundamental analysis of qualification of the swing and a big bar, and overlaying the energy, the dynamic shifting energy of daily symptoms. And this grid is placed at 3 a.m. in the morning. So it can vibrate with the vibration of 369. Thank you so much.